What's happening, fuckers? Could I offer you our signature bucket of illegally farmed cockles, currently on sale? No? Fair enough. Look, when I opened this place on the bloated corpse of a British high street, I thought it would be as easy as Mr. Beast makes it look. Because honestly, aside from money, fame, success, and a personal Epstein's Island, what does he have that I don't? Now, clearly I know nothing about this kind of thing, so in order to learn about the industry, I've been playing the McDonald's video game, a classic flash game from back in the day. So, let's get into it, shall we?
Quality, service, cleanliness, and value. 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 Quality.
As will become increasingly apparent, the McDonald's video game is an unofficial, unauthorized, and licensed flash game, released in 2006 by Molly Industria, a small Italian development team which focuses on politically active video games, as a protest against the mere existence of the abomination that is a
McPizza and McSpaghetti.
In the McDonald's video game, you are put in control of the biggest producer of chicken nuggets and unnecessarily potent nightmare fuel in the world, and are tasked with keeping the company afloat and profitable by any means necessary. Gameplay is split into 4 parts, which must be managed to avoid a catastrophic collapse. First, there is the farming section, where you produce crops and animals, and try not to burn down too many native villages. Second is the feedlot, where you ensure the cows are all healthy, and not suffering either physically or mentally. Then comes the restaurant, where burgers are sold with a nice side of green spit. And last off is head office, which will scream at you if the funny line goes down too much. Each must be managed and optimized in order to maintain company profits, by any means necessary.
Over $1.2 billion.
What is impressive about the McDonald's video game is its sheer amount of depth in terms of mechanics, especially for a flash game from the mid-2000s. Each of the game's segments are deeply interconnected, with even the most minor changes being the difference between financial success and failure. The game becomes an elaborate balancing act, in which both long-term thinking and short-term instant gratification thinking are continuously in conflict. And it is this conflict that is what allows the game to both work as social commentary and be quite fun as an actual game. The game is hard, and it's brutal in how quickly things fall apart if mismanaged. In playing for this video, I failed in every way possible. Causing a fucking dust bowl by having too many cows, torching the cow barn when they all got brain diseases, because apparently that's bad. This brutal difficulty and relentless need for profit can lead to some interesting decisions, such as engaging in bribery, or feeding cows to other cows, which is probably what the developers intended as part of the game's message. But it does a good job in making the game fun to play by making it an actual challenge, and frankly, I don't want Ronnie McDonald to be disappointed.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
What ultimately prevents the McDonald's video game from being excellent is the lack of any win conditions. Even when you've bribed every politician, slaughtered every villager, and made so much money that you could finally fix the fucking McFlurry machine, you don't get shit. There's no money target. Mr. McDonald doesn't give you a trophy at any point. There is literally nothing for you to aim towards beyond just surviving to scold old women with nuclear coffee for another day, which limits the time it's worth playing for. And if you find yourself playing for more than half an hour, then please
stop it. Get some help.
One major issue which people who are familiar with this title might be aware of is that most versions available online are completely unplayable. In these versions, the meat produced after killing cows is thrown into the fucking void, so you fail damn near instantly. This persists across damn near all versions available, with the only fixed version available on the Molly Industria website. However, I don't think that's too much of an issue, since it's not fucking 2007 anymore, and I doubt people use these sort of sites much these days. They're how I found this game back in the day, and frankly, the social commentary was lost on me at the time. All I was thinking was hamburger. As far as presentation goes, the McDonald's Flash game does a good job at what it's trying to do. The bright colors and happy little characters are perfect for masking the game's Docker themes. Never before in a Flash game has corporate corruption looked and felt so friendly, and McDonald's Flash game does so in a way that looks good for a Flash title. My only issue with the game's aesthetic is that since you are looking at the same 4 panels on repeat during gameplay, it does get a bit dull to look at after a while, since there is no significant change regardless of how well you are doing. However, the game lacks any form of background music, only possessing very basic sound effects that relates to the contents of each screen, which honestly, aren't talking about. However, there is one song that only appears on the title screen that honestly goes fucking hard. Overall, the McDonald's Flash game is an interesting little title, if a limited one. While it is a generally solid title, and there are some interesting ideas, it is let down by certain aspects, and as a result is something I can only recommend if you're looking for something to play for about 15 to 20 minutes. Anyway, I'll be off now. Business has not gotten any better, so we are going through some restructuring and cutting the price of our signature bucket of cockles. Consider it a fire sale.
When that clock strikes 6:30, babe, time to head for home.